Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a quick card, definitely easy enough to make before Valentine's Day in a week. I am using Trinity stamp products, and let's take a look at what I'll be using. So I've got this sweet Senti-mini set from Trinity, as well as the Sweeter Than set with those cute lollipops. I've got some Bristol Smooth paper, some Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers, a acrylic black, and a VersaFine ink pad. That's a black ink that is waterproof. So I am just laying down that stamp, and I was kind of determined not to use my Misti for this project, although I break it out later. Don't kill me. And so I wanted that to be a straight sentiment. So I just broke out my 2 ruler and a pencil so I could get a line down so that I could stamp that big sweet down and not have it be crooked, because that's really mostly why I use my Misti, is because I really want my sentiments to be straight. So I'm just stamping down that biggest sweet, getting that as centered and as pushed down as I can, cleaning that off, and then I will stamp down the sub sentiments. This set is so great because you can do sweet, sweeter, sweetest, and then there's a lot of little coordinating sentiments that match. And you could definitely use the stamp set not just for Valentine's Day. It could be used for all occasions. So what I'm going to stamp down is "You Make Life Sweet," and then I'm going to use "As Candy." And I mean, there's thank you sentiments in this. It's really, really awesome. I really like it. It's an older release product from Trinity, but one that I really like a lot. So I'm getting that "As Candy" down. You could also do "Sweeter Than Candy" if you want to do sweeter instead of just sweet. Like I said, tons of options here. And then I will get out all of my little lollipops. So I want these to kind of round the border. And I'm going to put down 6 because I want to do them in a rainbow, of course. So just kind of positioning them where I think that I want them to go. Trying to get, like, there's 2 that are swirly, so I don't want those next to each other, but there's that one that's longer, and so I need to have a lot of room for it. So just trying to figure out where these are going to go and how they're going to line up, and also keeping in mind the colors. So there's one that's a heart shape. I wanted that to be the pink one. It could also be the purple one. Anyways, so once I have these lined up, I realize that it's just going to be so much easier if I break out my Misti tool. So I just slid this all onto my Misti and then stuck a magnet down, and they all stayed in place during the transfer. And now I'm just going to use that VersaFine ONYX black ink to stamp down these little lollipops. By the way, I apologize if my voice is a little bit hoarse. I have a cold that my husband brought home from work. Anyways, I stamped that twice, by the way, just to get a really good impression. Now I'm just going through, I am painting the little sticks like a light gray, because I remember as a kid that most lollipop sticks were white, but I didn't want to leave them perfectly white. Also, you can see that my media mat is stained. Pink and red inks tend to stain it. You can get the stain out. I've just been lazy. I really need to clean it. So I'm sorry that there's just a little pink halo around my card from a previous card that I made. So I am just putting a little bit of color on all of these, kind of on the bottom and then up on the right side, and then using the blender pen to blend the color out. The blender pen works a lot like, like a water brush would, but I feel like it doesn't add a watery effect. Whereas I feel like when I use a water brush, it makes it look like they've been watercolored. Whereas when I use the blender pen, it looks like I've just used 2 colors and one of them's a little bit lighter to blend it out. I did not want to go through the trouble. I was trying to make this card quick and easy, something that anybody could whip together before Valentine's Day, because it's just a week away. So with that in mind, I just wanted to keep it easy, and I didn't want to do 2 color blends, so the blender pen really makes that possible. So as you can see, I'm doing the rainbow, a pink, an orange, a yellow, a green, and then I'll do blue and purple. More and more, I'm finding myself gravitating towards these zigs, especially when I want to do quick coloring, and the Bristol Smooth paper makes this so easy. So if you have trouble with your zigs and having them blend, make sure that you try it on Bristol Smooth paper, because I think that makes all the difference. So obviously I have sped all of this coloring up. Basically almost this entire video is sped up, but I really did not edit a lot out. This card took me 15 minutes to make, which for me is some sort of miracle record, because it often takes me half an hour to an hour and a half to do a card. Now I am taking this Nouveau glaze, and I want to make it look like these are shiny candies. So I'm just doing a coat of this Tonic Nouveau glaze. You could also use glossy accents to just coat this piece. Personally, I realized that I just prefer this Nouveau product to glossy accents because it comes out of the bottle so much easier. I feel like I'm really having to use some muscles to squeeze the glossy accents, and I don't have any muscles because I don't work out. Maybe I should change that. But anyways, I really like this product. By the way, all of the products that I've used are listed down below in the description box. I do want to say you need to let this sit for a solid 6 hours and make sure everything is dry. So I let it all dry before I adhered it down to my card base, which I did that off camera. So this is a look at what the card looked like in the end. I really like how it turned out. For 15 minutes, I kind of can't believe that it turned out that great. If you want to see more from me, please click to subscribe and watch another video. And I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.